Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. So welcome to this edition of Mods Worth Noting. It's been a little bit coming up on almost a couple months since I've had one of these, but I did come across one item that would be worth sharing, so let's see how many we come across here. So the first one here is Dahout's Herbal Tea. Again, another production, which I always enjoy. This one's pretty complex. There's a lot of things going on. Simplest way to discuss it is with an image that the creator produced. So the summary of what is happening is here. So you're going to basically have a greenhouse and a garden that's going to grow 6 different herbs. And then you've got linden trees that create linden, and dog rose, which grows rosehip. You then take those things, you can put them through dryers, either an old or a modern dryer, and these are just to some degree a speed difference. And then you've got an herbal tea factory or a laboratory. The laboratory basically takes dried product and makes tea out of it, so you need to basically go through the dryers. But the factory will take not only dried, but also will take fresh product and turn it into tea, but the fresh product has a much lower throughput than the dried does as far as getting your final tea out, and then you produce basically these 5 types of tea. Then you need, of course, a selling point like you do in any production, and then it has just a couple miscellaneous things. So I assume Dahout, I don't know if it means goat or if that's just the name of this goat or something. And then there's a warning sign and stuff like that. So relatively complex production, so always nice to see some things like that. So if you're interested in bringing that into your farm, you now have that available to you as we start getting closer and closer to Farm Sim 25. So this really showed up almost a month after I did my last Mods Worth Noting in early August. But at that point, because there had been so many weeks where nothing was really coming up other than some equipment here and there and a lot of updates to things that were already there, which I don't normally continue to follow. I just got out of the habit of taking a peek, but this morning felt, let me take a look again and see if anything worthwhile has come up. All right, so that is it for this edition of Mods Worth Noting. Again, equipment updates, things like that, so you can kind of see, you've got maps and so forth, which normally I'm not reviewing within this. If I look at things, there have been a lot of crossplay things or maps that were existent before, but then they've gone ahead and added, whether it's a crossplay version or updated the map to be able to do that. I'm sure, there's things you can't do or you have to take out or whatever to work across consoles and the PC. So obviously, if you're looking for that, there are certainly things out there. So since I went ahead and did the last Mods Worth Noting, I did have to go back 17 pages to find where I was at. So there are definitely things that were tossed out there, but certainly a lot of updates and so forth. And really, as far as what I normally cover here, that tea production is it. So I'll try to keep looking, and as always, if nothing's really happening, you won't see anything, and we'll see what we start doing as we get closer, or, once FS22 comes out, what my situation is there, and we'll see what happens at that point. But we're getting to a little less than 2 months now at this point from when that will be. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber to the channel, please consider doing that so you can always get notified and or can see easily where things are. To get notified, you have to also click the notification bell to get notified when things get published. You can decide if you want to do that as well. And I will see you next time.